The mighty Mississippi River carving its path through Memphis, Tennessee, where we're coming to you from tonight. It's an exciting Sunday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. D.A., take it away.
Well, Kevin Durant said his days of trying to prove himself through basketball are done. He said, walking around with a chip on my shoulder is not my thing. I'm more relaxed than letting these days flow. I'm the best version of me. I don't need to prove who I am. I've been in it for too long. Kevin, this is a guy who is finally comfortable with himself.
All right, thanks, D.A. While we get a break, let's now take a look at the October standings out east. We take a look at the Nets. They're in second, looking to take over the first spot.
And seeing where the Nets are, the step forward they've taken this season has been a giant one. I thought they'd be an improved team, but I had no idea they could be this good.
Well, you're not alone. How could anyone have predicted this? Nobody thought they'd be such serious contenders this deep into the season.
So the Nets starting five. LeVert and Durant out on the perimeter. Jordan is out there with Allen, and it's Irving at the guard position. And for Memphis, Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Allen at the guard spots. And it's Iguodala in at the three slot. And with the signing of Durant and Irving along with DeAndre Jordan, Greg, are the Brooklyn Nets now claiming the mantle for the top team in New York?
Listen, they were already the better team a season ago. After stealing the Knicks' thunder in free agency, acquiring the superstar talent, they're poised to steal the Knicks' cultural relevance as well.
Durant for three, buries the long-range jumper.
You see how quickly Durant sets up for the catch-and-shoot shot, giving the defense no chance.
Shoots from 14. A rebound by the Nets. Outside Jordan. Pass to Irving. Now the pass to Durant. Here's Jordan. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And DeAndre has really beefed up his body over the years, remaining ready for whatever the defense throws his way.
Allen surveying the D. He dishes it to Valanciunas. And it's blocked by Jordan. To the inside, Iguodala with the steal. Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Lock up D from Iggy, keeping his hands active there.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Outside Jordan for three. Durant, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot three.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
And the ability to create something out of nothing is so rare to find. But Kevin Durant has it. Whether it's a bailout shot to beat the shot clock or just a hard dribble and pull up, he can always get a shot off.
Three shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And with Durant, he's making it look so easy. You're just used to seeing him get the shot he wants.
You have to respect his pull-up, his drive, his threes, his fadeaways. It's a nightmare for defenders. That unpredictability is why Jimmy Butler called Durant the hardest player to guard in the league.
He hits the second from the line. Hey, Smitty, when a team underperforms early in the season, fans tend to go crazy. I mean, they just can't figure out why this is happening. But what are the players saying to each other on the bench, when they're traveling, in the locker room?
You know, I think when you're having great communication, Kevin, when guys amongst each other, you're trying to get through it, you're working through it. Whether you get through it or not is fine. I think there's a sign that things are going wrong. Kevin, you hear about these player-only meetings. When you start having 2 or 3 of those, that's when the ship is starting to go south.
Here's KD. Following the basket by John Morant. From deep three-point range, and the Nets miss again. KD against Iguodala. Pass to Morant. Valanciunas trying to free himself up, and it's Morant missing. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. The kick out to Irving. The dish to KD. Jordan the pass to KD. It doesn't go for him. Good defense by Iguodala. And Valanciunas penetrating. And it's sent back by Allen. Outside Jordan. On the wing, Irving. Fires from deep. Good on the three-point shot.
All the way back in high school, Kyrie showed us he has a unique touch from distance.
Pass to Morant. That shot off, and it's the Nets taking it the other way. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
And boy, did that game nearly get away from them, but they were a little bit fortunate to have survived at the end of regulation.
They were extremely lucky. I think they took their opponent for granted a little, and it nearly cost them.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And purely from a physical standpoint, John Morant has it all. The height, the long arms, the frame to put on more weight. And few players are more explosive athletically.
That's good from Morant. And with Morant, you not only get the physical attributes, Greg, you get the mental toughness and awareness.
Yeah, this kid loves to compete. The bigger the game, the bigger he plays. I think we're looking at a potential all-NBA performer when it's all said and done.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
And the potential of Morant is sky high. A dynamic guard. He plays with a Russell Westbrook type edge and intense on both ends.
Now here's LeVert. Rebounded by Jackson. He kicks it to Allen. Back to Jackson. And it's blocked. Outside Durant. Allen with the rebound. And so Allen will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. 7-point differential. And this is their first time matched up with Brooklyn this year.
And with this matchup being an East versus West affair, it'll be the first of only 2 meetings between the teams.
Very difficult game to predict. They are not familiar with each other. I expect to see a lot of in-game adjustments tonight on both sides. And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Here's Morant. The rebound by the Nets.
Off the mark once again. Terrible quarter for him thus far.
Jordan finds LeVert. Now Irving. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
You see the length of Valanciunas on display with that block. Just went up and got it.
And that one's good. Morant.
Poor interior defense. If you play him soft, he's going to kill you.
Irving surveying the floor. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Jackson up top, covered by Irving. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. Jackson, that's good.
This is basketball 101. This is the size mismatch you look to create.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
A low release push shot for Jaren Jackson on the perimeter. The form is a bit unorthodox, but it's consistent, and he gets it off quickly. And by the way, he's a 7-footer.
Jay Crowder's checked in for Andre Iguodala. And the Nets also making a change. Dinwiddie's checked in for LeVert. Jordan up top. Outside Irving. Lobs it up for Jordan.
That play is made because of Kyrie's vision and his willingness to share the basketball.
Now here's Morant. 8 points his last outing. Kicks it out to Allen. Lock at 6. And another basket for Memphis. The Nets with the lead. Outside Irving. Three-pointer. Jay Crowder pulls it in.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Here's Irving. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Tremendous focus by Kyrie. Doesn't let the contact throw him off.
Pass to Morant. Jackson trying to break free. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. And Memphis making a change here. Anderson's checked in. Joe Harris is checked in for Brooklyn. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Allen. And that one's on target from the wing. Allen's got his second bucket. For Brooklyn, they've gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. Outside Durant. Allen with the rebound.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
And you've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense.
From 8, and he hits the jumper for 2. And the Grizzlies lead by 1.
The defense has to know not to put a smaller defender on a player of his caliber.
Irving passes to Dinwiddie. Irving with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. Irving can't hit.
I mean, you won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim. He's likely to remember that one.
Brooklyn's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Dinwiddie left side. Rejected by Crowder.
Jay Crowder didn't give up on the play. Tracking the ball, blocking the shot. His coach appreciates the hustle.
Rejected by Harris. From outside the arc, and Durant gets it to go. The assist by Dinwiddie. And that's now 8 points for Kevin Durant.
Gets one to fall, but only his second make in the first 7 attempts.
Here's Morant, and it's sent back by KD.
The standing reach of a center, the mobility of a guard. No wonder Durant sent that one back.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And Steve, it is so rare to see someone as agile at the rim as KD.
You're so right, Kevin. And now he can take contact, adjust in midair, and still convert with ease. Also can slam it down if he gets a step. His great field goal percentage over the years is because he's an elite finisher at the rim and mid-range.
One shot.
The free throw off from Durant. Smitty, I heard this the other day, letting a player stay in the game after his sixth foul, but granting an extra free throw to the other team. What do you think of that?
Kevin, that's crazy. I mean, no way. I
knew you'd say that. I knew you would say that.
I do summer league games, and I watched this 10 fouls. There's no way we could have had that many fouls when I played. We have to keep it at 6 foul, and you're out.
Good.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Now Morant. 10 points for him. Some solid defense from Harris.
And even though it didn't go down, he did some nice work to get that inside.
Jordan finds Harris. Dinwiddie right side. The pass to Jordan. The shot comes out, and the Grizzlies going the other way now. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
Yeah, what we saw in that game and what you see around the league is a questionable dependency on the triple.
You know, if you're cold from range, there are other ways to score. You can post up, dribble drive, get out in transition.
Here's Jordan following the basket by Ja Morant. Jordan dishes to Durant. Shoots from the high post, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. 14 points for KD. And here's Morant. 12 points for him. 1:03 left to play in the first quarter. It's good.
Showing off the focus there. It's hard trying to distract Morant when he's locked in on his jumper.
Pass to KD. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Grizzlies coaching search took 2 months. They finally settled on Taylor Jenkins, a former assistant coach with the Milwaukee Bucks.
Jenkins, with an economics degree from Penn, fits the young academic profile of this Memphis front office. Worked for the Spurs 6 years as an assistant under Mike Budenholzer, who was the coach of the year in 2019. That pedigree helped him get the job.
No good on the free throw.
What's crazy about KD, he's been an NBA champion and a finals MVP all in 2017, and I still feel like he's improving.
Jackson, he's checked in for Jay Crowder. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Chandler's checked in. Second free throw, no good.
Very surprising he couldn't capitalize on those shots. You don't see that often.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
And the veteran Wilson Chandler played at a lot of stops in his career, and he'll always find minutes.
You're so right. With Chandler, you can slide him into the 3 or the 4 in most lineups. Injuries have added up, and he'll usually miss games during the year. But when he's available, he's a big help.
Shooting 2.
That one is off.
And Memphis owing a pick to Boston. Rumor was they hoped it would convey this summer rather than rolling over to the 2020 draft.
Moving up to number 2, not a bad outcome with a potential star in Ja Morant. They've got another key player for their rebuild.
And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time.
The 6'9" Kyle Anderson has a 7'3" wingspan. A big asset defensively. Not the most athletic, but he racks up blocks and steals.
Now here's Prince. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. 27 seconds left in the first quarter. 4 on the clock. Dinwiddie finds Durant. No coverage that time. Durant's got 16 points.
Riding the hot hand, and why not? If something's working, keep going to it.
And the foul on Joe Harris. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
7 seconds left to play in the first. 3 seconds left. He got it up. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for Brooklyn. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. Back to the action after this word. And this team has shown their toughness and determination, and Kyrie Irving talks about what he sees in his teammates.
What's going to separate us is how close we are, and when we're in the trenches together, I'm looking to my left and to my right and knowing that these guys have my back.
They certainly do.
This team has assembled some hard-nosed, unselfish players. No better group for Irving to surround himself with.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
And you can see it's already having an impact. It can cause shooters to think twice.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So on the floor for Memphis, Josh Jackson out there with Anderson. Then there's Iguodala. Then it's Jones. And it's Rhea in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Iguodala. Shot clock at 5. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. The offensive rebound. Count that one, and the Nets' lead has been cut down to just 1 on the basket from Anderson.
With 7'2" wingspan, Kyle Anderson relies on that and his anticipation skills. Leads to second chance points.
Here's Harris. No points in the game yet for him. Prince misses.
And the D does just enough to throw off his rhythm on that shot.
Here's Jackson. Here's Rab, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And Harris wide open. He shoots, sinks the triple. And the Nets lead by 4.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
Now here's Jones. Passes it to Rab. Jones looking for an opening. For 3. And that one is off. Dinwiddie with some nice D. The 17-footer. Shot's good by Durant. Now it's a 6-point Nets lead.
How do you stop that? You have to play KD for the drive, but then he just rises up like that, and there's nothing you can do to stop it.
Here's Rab. Dishes it to Jones. And Anderson has it in the corner. Over Chandler. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
The Grizzlies shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Jaren Jackson Jr. is the son of an NBA player. And I'm so old, I covered his dad in college. Growing up, his parents let him find his passion, but the game was always in his genes.
Timeout.
Jackson Jr. said, "I've always prided myself on being more than just a basketball player, but I can't deny my laser focus on the sport." Kevin, he's following in his father's footsteps, but looking to create his own legacy.
Terrific mentor, but he's just getting started, David. Thank you. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. And then for Brooklyn, Allen's checked in for Prince, and it's LeVert in for Harris.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Iguodala outside. Back to Jones. And it's sent back by Allen. LeVert against Iguodala. Took him no time at all on that one. LeVert's got the lead up to 13 now for Brooklyn.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Here's Jones. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Down low, Durant, and KD throws it down.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
Now here's Valanciunas, and that one good.
And sinking that one, he ends a 14-0 run by Brooklyn.
LeVert the pass to Allen. Kicks it to Dinwiddie. That one's not going to go. Good D by Jones. Lets it go with a three. But they get it back. Here's Iguodala. Some solid defense there from KD. Nets leading by 13. The feed to Dinwiddie. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Jackson. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Valanciunas. Valanciunas can't get that one to fall. And here's Chandler, who brings it up for Brooklyn. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. That'll be the first of two straight at home. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Look at the way Valanciunas ran the floor on that break. Very few centers can get up and down the floor like that.
Dinwiddie with it. Pass to LeVert from the arc. Offensive rebound. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Inside, here's Jackson, and that comes off the assist by Jones.
I tell you, at 6'8", Jackson is a more than capable scorer on the inside. Great at getting close to the rim and just finishing with the soft touch.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. And it's LeVert missing. Outside Jackson. And Chandler sends it back. And now the fast break, Durant with the ball. And he's good on the three ball. Durant's got 7 now in this quarter.
And that gets him going here in the second after hitting 2 from long range in that first.
Jones kicks to Valanciunas. And it's sent back by Allen.
What I like, he hasn't stopped competing despite the off night.
And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Iguodala's drive. And it's sent back by Allen. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Allen. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Jackson, he's checked in for Rab. Jay Crowder comes in for Josh Jackson. Grayson Allen's checked in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Morant in for Jones. Then for the Nets, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Durant, and Kyrie Irving subbed in for Dinwiddie. Valanciunas finds Jackson. Five to shoot. Allen for 3. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Allen against LeVert. Outside Irving. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. 8 points for Kyrie Irving.
I mean, Kyrie, too pure of a shooter to let him catch and shoot with that much space.
Well, last season for sure, Greg, a bit of a journey for DeAndre Jordan as he went from the Mavericks to the Knicks before his free agency. Now he is a part of Brooklyn.
And both KD and Kyrie took pay cuts to get Jordan on board. Still a factor with his size and defense despite a lackluster year in 2019. Nets are hoping he can find his magic and be a force once again.
Now Valanciunas. Wilson Chandler missing from long range. Shot from 12. Rebound, Brooklyn. Jordan's got 5 rebounds tonight. LeVert against Allen. LeVert the pass to Irving. Chandler outside. Nets passing it around. Allen against LeVert. And the rejection by Valanciunas. No good from Jordan. The Grizzlies trail by 15. Here's Crowder. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Jay Crowder, he's very compact, strong build, can be a load to defend.
And out of Marquette, Jay Crowder, a sturdy two-way wing player.
A great system player and glue guy. He had his best years with the Celtics. On the final year of this contract, a great value considering what he brings to the table.
And that one misses. Sometimes, Smitty, you see someone make a pass and wonder, how did he even see that guy? I mean, it's amazing to me.
Yeah, I think Chris Paul leads that list. I think from a big Jokic, Trae Young is a young guy, Ben Simmons, Doncic, those guys see the floor extremely well.
The Nets making a switch here. Harris is checked in. And, Smitty, just a wall of muscle. Jay Crowder, one of those power wings that seems every team is looking for these days.
Yeah, he's able to straddle that line between perimeter and interior play. His versatility and competitive will set him apart.
Here's Morant following the basket by DeAndre Jordan. And another miss by Memphis. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
Continuing to stoke the fire, his shot making has been absolutely superb.
Here's Morant. Rebound, Brooklyn. Jordan's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. He kicks to Irving. And the pass to Harris. It's LeVert on the wing. Pulls it up. And it's Brooklyn scoring again.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
They built up this huge lead with great play at both ends. They're going to love watching film tomorrow.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball, following the bucket by the Nets. They get it back. Jackson lays it up and banks it in. Jackson's got 6.
Back in the day, someone would have blocked him out, but times have changed.
Pass to Irving. And it's denied.
Well, you see the insane vertical, the long arms. Morant impacts every aspect of the game. And his competitiveness showing through, that's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Here's Harris. The Grizzlies making the shot. In the corner, Irving with it. From deep. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got 6 rebounds in the game.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Anderson, he's checked in for Valanciunas. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Prince is checked in. Poked loose. High post Allen. It's Irving, top of the key. Passes it to Allen. 6 on the shot clock. Prince with it. He's picked up by Morant. Irving from long range. Another miss by Irving. The Grizzlies trail by 17. Here's Allen. And he overshot that one, missing. And so Allen will bring it up for Brooklyn. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Prince's shot is good.
Really impressive. Prince has put in the work to diversify his offense. More comfortable now from mid-range.
Now here's Morant. He's got 16, and it's sent back by Irving. Harris inside, defended by Allen. Chalk up 2 there. Harris has got 8.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Now here's Morant. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall.
Not a physically imposing defender, but Kyrie with great footwork and timing to affect the shot.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. Kyrie, what was your plan for tonight?
I was trying to get assists in the beginning, and I'm just having a good time out here. Got it going a little bit. Enjoying myself.
Okay, Kyrie, we'll see you in the second half. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Kevin Durant was on fire in the first half. He had 23 points, 6 rebounds, and 1 assist. And from what we saw so far from the Nets, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
The consistency of Kevin Durant, it's remarkable. He gives you everything you could ask for on the offensive end. Prolific, efficient, and he does it night in and night out.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Grizzlies.
Well, there are a few areas they need to improve on, but perimeter defense is priority numero uno. They got to be quicker to close out on a three-point shooter. You got to prevent the open looks. They weren't fighting through screens. They're just not doing enough, Ernie, especially outside.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See everybody with Kevin Harlan.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Checking out the group for Kenny Atkinson to start the second half. Irving and LeVert are at the 1 and 2. Jared Allen is out there with Durant, and it's Jordan in at the center filling out the middle. And it's sent back by Allen. Irving for 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. Now Morant. Looking to end his cold spell, and it's sent back by Irving.
A moment here to check out Kevin Durant. He's coming off an excellent season. 8th in scoring, and he was top 10 in free throw percentage. Did not waste opportunities to convert at the line.
And back to his points per game average last year. He literally propped up the team's offense whenever they needed it. That's good from Morant. And Steve, some classic shoe brands making a return to the NBA with updated versions. Smitty, what was your sneaker of choice back in the day?
Kevin, that's funny. I started off with the pumps, the double pumps, and then I ended up with a shell-toe low top. And then now you see all the youngsters now wearing low tops. They used to tell me back in the day, low tops were not good for your ankles. But I didn't really jump that high, so I was okay.
And this kid, Ja Morant, came out of nowhere, under-recruited in high school, showed some promise in that first year of college, but boy, did he blow up.
The Grizzlies trail by 19. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And Morant really impacts the game in every area.
It's incredible, Kevin. He gives you the points, the assists, the rebounds. But then you look at the box score and you also see a block, a couple steals. And I like that he shoots a high percentage at the line.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good.
And this summer, a lot of work in the weight room for Jaren Jackson Jr. Rebounding, one of his few weaknesses last season. Adding strength, it will help.
Good on the second free throw. And a high rate of fouls for Jaren Jackson, and Smitty dating back to college.
You're right. Adding strength can also help in that area. Able to do your work early is also a key for him, and also denying deep position.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
Screen coming.
Here's Morant. And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
Ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And after spending his first NBA decade with the Clippers, DeAndre Jordan bounced around last season. Remains a supreme athlete and rebounder, though, at that center position.
He misses the free throw. And a nightly double-double threat is DeAndre Jordan, but some dissatisfaction with his play last season. Greg, why was that?
Well, I felt like his impact has tailed off just a bit from his peak with the Clippers. Sometimes the great athletes have more of an adjustment as they enter their 30s.
That one misses.
Much like Marc Gasol, DeAndre was drafted as an unpolished second-round pick. Now one of the more impactful centers around. Well, you need to start somewhere. After 4 straight misses this half, let's see if this gets them going.
Here's Irving, following the basket by John Morant. Pass to KD. Back to Irving, fires for 3. Rebounded by Jackson.
Only 1 for 4 in this half. Sometimes it's execution. Sometimes the shots just don't go down.
And he's able to get it back. Allen, that's good.
That's nice work, stopping short of the rim, just laying it over the top.
Nets leading by 17. Outside Irving. There's the pass to KD. They double-team KD. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. So it's the Grizzlies now. And so it's Iguodala. He'll bring it up for Memphis. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Allen for 3, drills the three-pointer. Allen's got 11 points.
And he finally gets involved from beyond the arc. His first 3 of the game comes here in the second quarter.
Irving with the ball. He's picked up by Morant. Elbow shot. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
Very cold start to the second half. 1 for 5, looking for some continuity.
How about the handles from the young fellow? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Kenny Atkinson, who's a native of Long Island, now has his dream job, coaching the Brooklyn Nets. He doesn't need praise or recognition. Instead, he's fueled by the fear of failure. He says, I always feel like I'm one banana peel away from never being in the NBA again. And Kevin, he's got his team playing with that same determination.
David, he sure does. Thank you very much.
It's been this way all game, I'll tell you. Durant putting on a clinic.
Iguodala outside. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. Let's see what the Brooklyn Nets have coming up. On Wednesday, they'll be taking on Victor Oladipo and the Indiana Pacers. And then on Friday, the Houston Rockets will come into town. And here's Irving. He's got 11. It's LeVert on the wing. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And before his scary foot dislocation in November of 2018, Karis LeVert enjoying a breakout season. Greg even garnering some most improved buzz around the NBA.
Yeah, and fortunately, the injury not as bad as it looked initially. Yeah, he's looking to continue that impressive trajectory.
And the free throw drops for LeVert. Some changes for Memphis. Rabs checked in for Jaren Jackson. Josh Jackson comes in for Grayson Allen. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Morant. Wilson Chandler's checked in for the Nets. Spencer Dinwiddie comes in for Kevin Durant. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. The Grizzlies trail by 18. On the wing, it's Iguodala. Connects from three-point range. Iguodala's got 5 now.
Such a sweet stroke from Andre on the 3 ball. Always a danger to light it up from there.
Pass to Irving. Shot from 12. That one falls, coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got his 4th assist in this one. And so here's Memphis. Iguodala outside. Passes to Jones. Here's Rab. Memphis moving that ball around. And Valanciunas kicks to Jackson. And there's the call on Chandler. That's his first foul. The Nets making a switch here. Prince is checked in. Outside, Jones. That one, no good. Prince with the defensive effort. Nets leading by 17. Dinwiddie dishes to Prince. And the rejection by Jackson. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. And the Grizzlies making a change here. Anderson's checked in. Tries from 16. Here's Dinwiddie. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
To stretch out the defense, you just need enough guys on the floor who can make that shot.
Outside Jackson. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touched by Prince. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way.
A moment now to see the stats for Prince. How he did last season. Last season, he averaged 13 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
He's not trying to take over necessarily. He's just taking what the defense allows and contributing to the cause.
Pass to Chandler, to the paint. Here's Jordan. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to go on Tyus Jones.
And the arms of DeAndre just never end. He is a real threat to score, and the defense has to take him seriously.
The first one falls. That one is no good. Steve, how do you feel about the top college players getting some sort of compensation for their work?
You know, I don't know about top college players, Kevin. I think if you're going to do it, it has to be all college players because it's a team. And I think if you look at it, some of the ways I would love to see it, if those guys can get health insurance benefits, if they can get a longer time to finish their education, I love that type of compensation.
Now here's Jones. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Just 5 to shoot. And it's grab missing there. Brooklyn leading by 21. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You gotta love the intensity of DeAndre, finding a way to be aggressive and get to the line.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game. That free throw, no good. That's off as well, so he misses both. And out of UCLA, forward Kyle Anderson. Some call him slow-mo. Why is that?
Well, I mean, not the most athletic player. It's his size and IQ for the game, though, that makes him so effective. And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. And the 6'6" point guard Spencer Dinwiddie, second-round pick of the Detroit Pistons in 2014. You know, Greg, they might have wished they held on to him.
One of the most improved players in our league. Last season, he signed that 4-year, $48 million extension from the Nets, rewarding his growth.
Jay Crowder's checked in for the Grizzlies. And a change for the Nets. Joe Harris is checked in for Wilson Chandler. Brooklyn on defense. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 23 points. Crowder, the pass to Anderson. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. On the wing, Iguodala, guarded by Harris, kicks it out to Jones, and stolen by Irving. And the layup's good off the glass. Irving's got 9 points here in the second half.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
The pass to Crowder. He dishes it to Anderson. Six to shoot. Pass to Jones. Kept alive. Here's Jackson. Rejected by Harris. They recover it. Count that one. And here are the Nets. They're on a 16-5 run. Passes it to Irving. Prince in the corner. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Jordan. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Memphis has gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Here's Anderson, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
You saw the talent from day one in Summer League. Anderson's one of those guys who can really get it done in a lot of different areas.
The Grizzlies have missed 4 of their 8 free throws up to this point. Things not really going their way at the line yet.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And both free throws good for Anderson. And here are the Nets. They're on a 16-7 run. Irving passes to Harris. Now here's Jordan. He's covered by Anderson. Dinwiddie drives in. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. They get Andre Iguodala. The Nets have had an off night from the stripe tonight.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
The free throw drops for Dinwiddie. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. The Grizzlies should not looking too good out there in the second half, right around 32%. Iguodala kicks to Jones. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, easy call.
The Grizzlies have hit 6 free throws in 10 attempts.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great. About 77% as a team.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one. And he's good on the second. And it's Irving with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Jordan dishes to Prince. Dinwiddie outside. Shot clock at 6. Kicks to Harris. Crowder with the steal. Goes up. And Crowder slams it in.
The ability to anticipate Crowder with the steal. Then, no hesitation, changing ends.
Dinwiddie outside. Irving for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Irving's got a pair of threes now here in the third for Brooklyn.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Iguodala, the pass to Jones. Here's Iguodala. 5 points in the game. And it's blocked by Jordan.
DeAndre Jordan is a force on defense. Tough to finish when he's lurking.
They grabbed their own miss, and that one good. 22 points for Kyrie Irving.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Now here's Anderson. He's got 6. On the wing, Jones. Back to Anderson. 5 on the clock. He's off on that one. Some solid defense from Harris. Jordan against Jackson. Jordan can't get it to go. Memphis has gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Rejected by Harris. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Prince with the ball. Dinwiddie with the steal. The shot from 20 feet away. Andre Iguodala comes up with the rebound. Iguodala's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. It's tipped, and he gets it back. He feeds it to Anderson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Taurean Prince.
Not explosive at all. Kyle Anderson is crafty. Nice play to draw the foul.
This is his 2nd trip to the free throw line.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
And he can't get the first one. And the Grizzlies with some changes. Jackson, he's checked in for Jackson. Allen comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Morant in for Jones. The Nets also changing it up. Allen comes in for Jordan. And Durant subbed in for Kyrie Irving. He doesn't get the second one.
See, now he's getting defenders back on their heels a little bit. Getting to the foul line here in the second half.
The pass to KD. That shot off. Now Memphis takes it the other way. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. Brooklyn's gone to the three-point shot 8 times already in the second half and hit 4 of them. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And that's going to go back the other direction. But they've played a pretty clean game. Not many giveaways, and the score reflects that.
Morant with it. 22 points for him. Allen outside to end the drought. That shot is off. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. It's the Nets opening up a huge gap. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Durant and Allen at the guard spots. Jay Crowder out there with Jackson. And it's Anderson in at the small forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Nobody near Allen. Again, Allen missing. The Nets shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Here's Durant. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Wide open shot is on the money. Dinwiddie's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Nets. Now a timeout called by Memphis. And players now, Steve, more able to dictate where they want to play. How has free agency changed since you came into the NBA?
I think the signing of shorter contracts, Kevin, guys with player options. And then I think also for a lot of players, they're not taking as much money, leaving money on the table because the endorsement deals off the court is making up for some of their money on the court.
So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Miles Plumlee's checked in for Jaren Jackson. Rab comes in for Jay Crowder. Clark, he's checked in for Kyle Anderson. And it's Dylan Brooks in for Grayson Allen. Now here's Morant. Feeds it to Plumlee. And that one drops for him.
And I like how Morant threaded the needle there. Just an excellent pass off that pick.
And Temple kicks to Harris. Steve, the G League is now offering select contracts worth $125,000. They want to attract prospects straight out of high school. What do you think of that?
You know, I like it, Kevin, and I think I'd love to see that number go up and up, and I like the opportunity for some of those guys to be able to go straight out of high school. It's good for some, it's bad for others, but I think you have to give those guys that opportunity.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
No good from Clark. For Brooklyn, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
He's off on the first. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Plumlee. Jaren Jackson comes in for Rab. Crowder, he's checked in for Clark. And Allen subbed in for Brooks. Then for the Nets, Karis LeVert's checked in for Karuch. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Garrett Temple. So he comes up empty at the line. Memphis has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Jackson passes to Morant. With the teardrop and the wide open shot from Crowder, hits it from three-point range.
This is what Crowder loves to do. He's out there saying, set me up, please.
Outside Irving. Over Morant. And again, no good by Brooklyn. The Grizzlies trail by 21. Crowder feeling it out a bit. You know, Smitty, the NBA more active now in developing players before they enter the NBA. Not just the fundamentals, but the values of the game.
Yeah, I think it's a good move. The league has been taking a hands-on approach. There's nothing wrong with teaching the next generation life lessons about the sport and through the sport.
And here is Harris following Ja Morant's 3. And Wilson Chandler with the slam.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Morant kicks to Allen. Here's Jackson, and the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
and looking a lot better now, but still a long way to go to get back into this one.
Very nice stretch from them, but the reason why they're not into this game, they have to get some stops. Beasting on defense. First he closes out hard on the shooter, then he attacks the glass. Filthy.
Cans it from downtown.
Superb vision and decision by Jay Crowder. Rotating the ball, executing this offensively, flawless.
Now here's LeVert. Back to Irving. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Well, a lot of rough times for Irving in his final year with the Celtics. Opted out. And obviously Greg wanted a change.
And quickly zeroed in on Brooklyn as a destination. His time in Boston had clearly come to an end by the finale of last season. Now joins up with a new stacked team in Brooklyn.
That free throw missing.
A career-best season for Kyrie Irving in 2018-19. Scoring just as great as ever, but it was the other areas, playmaking, rebounding, defense, where he made tremendous strides.
DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Brooklyn. Allen comes in for Wilson Chandler. No good on the second free throw. And the Celtics expected Kyrie to become a better passer and defender in Boston.
They felt he had the capability. You could argue that those improvements have elevated him from a great scorer to a great player in our league.
And last season, Jonas Valanciunas averaging the fewest minutes of his career. Greg, at the same time, he was playing the best basketball of his career.
I mean, his scoring per minute through the roof. Rebounding at a career high level. He can dominate inside, especially at that offensive end.
And that one misses.
And he might not be a household name just yet, but Joe Harris is one of the game's true dead-eye marksmen. You can make the case he's the most underrated shooter in the league.
And the Grizzlies with possession. They're on a 15-4 run. Here's Morant. Brooklyn with the rebound. Irving's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's LeVert. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. And the Nets lead by 17. Maybe not the most famous beard in the league, but Joe Harris's beard last year, Greg, drawing some notice in the NBA.
The lumberjack look belying his feathery touch. Good size and strength, enabling him to play the small forward position when needed.
The Grizzlies with another miss. Nets leading by 17. The dish now to Jordan. LeVert the pass to Irving. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. And a quick look now at how the Memphis Grizzlies schedule is shaping up. On Tuesday, they'll head out on the road to face the Kings in Sacramento. And then on Saturday, they'll head back home to host the Phoenix Suns. Memphis has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Morant passes to Valanciunas. Looking to get back on track here. No good on that one. Jordan with some nice D. And here's Harris from the arc. It's rebounded by Memphis. Crowder's got 6 rebounds in the game. And Jackson with the basket on the assist from Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got 5 assists tonight. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That's foul number 2 for him. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Jaren Jackson. LeVert the pass to Irving. This is to Allen. On the wing, Harris. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Allen. Rejected by Crowder. Great D that time from Irving.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. And that'll be his third foul so far.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Kevin Durant's checked in for Joe Harris. Puts it up off the inbound. Jordan dishes to Allen. 6 on the shot clock. Got a piece of it. Iguodala with the steal. Moving it up. And it's blocked. It goes out of bounds. That one off LeVert. On defense, Brooklyn. The lead is 15. Tries again. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why: lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
Allen, no good on the free throw. Brooklyn leading by 13. Now here's LeVert. Pass to Jordan. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. And that's 13 points for DeAndre Jordan. Memphis has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Now here's Morant. He's covered by Irving, 13 feet away. And here's Iguodala outside. LeVert grabs the miss. LeVert's got his 5th rebound in this one. Lobs it up for Jordan. Ball's knocked loose, and that's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. Here's Irving. This one for 3.
And superb job by Morant there, making sure to contest without fouling. That's how you play defense.
Here's Iguodala and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Outside, KD. Allen. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And the Nets lead by 17.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
And steady improvement, Smitty, for Lithuanian big man Jonas Valanciunas. You look at his per-minute numbers, pretty impressive.
They are. He'll give you 20 and 10 with 30 minutes a night. But in today's game, it's so perimeter-oriented. Will he get that opportunity?
Shooting 2.
No good on the free throw.
The 5th overall pick in the draft back in 2011, Valanciunas has added wrinkles to his game every year since.
Dinwiddie is checked in for the Nets. And he ends up missing both free throws.
And a one-year player at Texas, Jared Allen came into the league as a bit of a project. He's got ample playing time to develop in Brooklyn.
No good from 11 feet. And so Allen will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies, trailing by 17. Now here's Morant. Dinwiddie covering. Allen for the 3. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And Greg, safe to say Allen's defense is ahead of his offense?
Yeah, but his mobility and leaping ability serve him well as a finisher, providing that vertical spacing teams like to have inside.
There's Morant following the basket by DeAndre Jordan. Count the basket.
Fantastic instincts there by Morant, sizing up the D and then just taking what he sees.
Now Dinwiddie passes to Durant. From the stripe, Jordan. And there's Jordan putting it right back in. Jordan's got 6 points in the quarter.
And I like that they're not settling, getting the ball on the interior. 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Morant passes to Valanciunas. He kicks to Morant. Back to Valanciunas, and Jordan sends it back. Dinwiddie against Allen. Outside, KD. Shoots over Crowder. Shot's good by Durant. Durant's got 28.
That's the problem with defending Kevin Durant. You can crowd him. You can try to distract him. You really can't break his focus.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. They trail by 21. 1:53 left in the fourth quarter. A chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Kevin Durant.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. Jones in the post. Dinwiddie covering. Outside Jackson. A minute 42 left in the game. Pulls it from 20. Rebound, Brooklyn.
Yeah, well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Low percentage chance. If it's not there, give up the rock. Trust your teammates.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Over Jones. Dinwiddie's shot is off.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities. And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Nets.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And every win important. And this one will go down as win number 3.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Kevin Durant.
You know, he was flying around on both ends of the floor. Terrific energy and enthusiasm. And that rubbed off on his teammates. I thought he was a catalyst tonight.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Clark.
The potential is there. For Clark, it's about expanding the range so that it makes him more versatile offensively.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
They needed more from him there. Any point they can get is absolutely critical for them right now.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Temple. Brooks covering. Clock at 6. Here's Dinwiddie. They get it back. Nwaba kicks to Dinwiddie. Pass to Claxton. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.